Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Old White Road. I'm here with my regulars and my friend, Damien D. Moore, who actually, he's the one who recommended for my current model, he's the one who recommended my modelist.
Good.
That I did.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, me and Damien are good friends, and he is actually quite the admirer of me.
It's not surprising, but it is great to see everyone, ladies and gentlemen.
Not surprising.
It's
surprising
not surprising.
No, it's not really.
You're his type, Damien. But it is great to see everyone here. And Lumissa is cosplaying as both Santa Claus and Hypnotic when he was not a VTuber, because he used to wear these goggles. Remember when Hypnotic used to be a human being who would wear the getup and have the goggles that would light up? The reason he stopped doing that was because it was making him ill. So that is why he had to stop. He had to stop with the whole
Are you
getup.
talking about Spoonie?
No, I'm talking about Hypno.
Hypno.
Yeah. Those glasses Lumissa is wearing.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah. The glasses Hypno wears look quite similar, or wore rather, look quite similar to Lumissa's, and that's what it reminded me of. You won't find any
Hello,
of that.
Jose.
Well, it's good to see Jose. Hopefully you're cleaning some Mexicans' toilets. But
Good five.
You got St. Hugo also. Nothing. And Byron Sidious.
Good. Great people. If you haven't already, folks, like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always welcome. And with your donations, our cartoon characters can buy more clothes, because there seems to be a clothing shortage in the cartoon community. But let's catch up with the panel, and we're going to start off with our host. Dash, how have you been?
I've been really good. I've actually may have secured some new employment that I think will be a lot better for me, and hopefully get me more free time to actually focus on the channel.
Excellent. Because you've got all the pieces of the puzzle, Dash. You just need the time to really sharpen your sword, and no, not in that way. But that's good to know. That's good to know. How about you?
I was looking forward to that.
Oh damn.
Damn.
What about you, Zine? You're taking this show seriously now. You're standing up. How have you been?
Wait, I've been standing up. It's just my camera's always been wayside. Not
Wait, from the chest up, I think.
chest up.
Okay, Zine, don't do that hand movement you did before the show started, okay?
Well, he did do a hand movement just now, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
Keep your hands in your pockets.
Yes, that too. But how have you been, Zine?
Yeah, pretty good. Just doing my usual two rotation game streams. Nothing new there.
Good.
As well as just having collabs whenever people, come up to me want to do collabs.
Excellent. Most excellent. You know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm going to write out a script, and I'm going to give it to everyone to say their lines. Could you imagine that, folks? Could you imagine a show like that where I'm like, here's your line, Dash is what you say, Zine is what you say, for like the whole show.
Oh God! I hate
all the
that.
pages. I'd be like Zack Snyder, except my daughter won't offer.
James Gunn.
Well, no. James Gunn would. No. Do you know why James Gunn is a worse person than Zack Snyder? Because James Gunn would have done something a bit different to Zack's daughter. But Lumissa, why don't you tell us how you've been?
Hi. Well, as I told you in DMs, I haven't been mentally kind of not there, because I don't know if I'm just homesickness. I moved 2 months ago, for those who didn't go, from SoCal to the frozen north. So I'm freezing, and I don't have the right winter clothes. Been working more on that Ragnarok 2 server, just not as much. and just trying out mattresses today. Hopefully, I can get one that will fit me. Because sleeping on the
hopefully,
couch does not.
Well,
Yeah.
well, hopefully,
Sleeping
Lumissa,
on the
you're not.
couch just.
Well, hopefully, Lumissa, you're not eating any couches. That's our fourth topic about the strange addictions. But yeah, wrap up warm,
Well,
get a blanket. all
Well,
that
unlike
sort of...
3D Vans, I'm not fucking them, so.
Oh damn!
Oh,
Oh damn! But now for our special guest, who looks like he's come out of a washing machine. How have you been? How have you been, Damien, with your mechanical hand? Can you remove the hand and put on something else to pleasure people?
No,
Oh.
on like both regards. It's not a mechanical hand, it's armor. If you're familiar with Ivy from Soul Calibur, you'll see where the gauntlet idea came from. Aside from that, I am all right, all things considered, regretting Marvel Rivals, but it is what it is.
Good.
One question. What that hand do?
Excuse me?
One question. What that hand do? What does that hand?
it's just a hand.
Oh, it's just a hand.
See, look, I convinced Lumissa that it was a cyborg arm where you can exchange the hand part for a
Damien isn't a
dildo.
cyborg. He's an incubus.
Oh,
No,
damn.
I'm a mage.
Incubus.
I just have the
so.
incubus
I love
part.
the incubus.
Oh wow, I haven't
Incubus.
seen that before.
Fanboys are my. It's totally aren't totally my thing.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, he's not into. He
Oh.
I'm quite the admirer of men.
Yeah.
Good. Very
Fair
good.
enough. I mean, I won't knock anyone's
I wouldn't say
orientation
good
unless
picture.
you're trans. So.
You know, Galaxy, now's about time you say something that completely interrupts everything, because you're very good at doing that.
Well, I mean,
Demonstrate
it
your
is my turn
masculinity.
though, so I might as well go and say my stuff.
It is your turn now.
Yes.
Go on. How have you been?
Yes. I've been all right. A few days ago, I did have a little bit of scare though, but I'm all right now. So, I was gonna stream on Wednesday, then I had like a problem, so I didn't stream. So, I'm okay though. So, and
good.
yeah, and yeah, I'm just other than that, I've been busy with my streams. So I already have been doing, and then on Saturday tomorrow, going to be doing Breath of Fire. So.
Excellent.
Yo, awesome.
Excellent. It's nice to see that we have an active show full of active people, and hopefully we have an active chat as well. So I'm gonna have to get a. Oh, for fuck's sake! I just dropped all my
Active, sure. I
pens.
don't know about sexually active though.
I dropped all
Oh.
my pens, ladies and gentlemen. So, Dash, why don't you tell everyone about the first topic while I throw something against a wall?
Oh, what
All
you gonna
right.
be throwing?
So as you
The pen holder.
for those who follow movie or gaming news, the Mario movie 2 trailer dropped yesterday, and with it we got some new cast members and new characters that are confirmed for the movie.
Actually, wait. Shouldn't? Well, I know you already talked about with the chat, but shouldn't you speak to the chat or whatever?
I am speaking. We talked to the chat already, Galaxy.
Okay. All right.
All right. And of course, if anyone wants to send a super chat while we're talking, you can we will read that on screen. But yeah, here we go. So we got two new characters to the Mario movie universe.
That
We
guy's
have,
house is so big.
We have Benny Sadi, who I've never heard of, playing one of my favorite characters, Bowser Jr. And we have everyone's favorite Marvel actress, Brie Larson, as
Favorite.
the godlike Rosalina
Debatable,
from
but-
Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, she is a goddess. Like
Not
she is
having
like
watched
cosmic
any Marvel
power.
movies, I
Like
know.
if you know the Galaxy lore, you know like she's god level.
No, I was saying I was talking about
Not
Brie
that much
Larson.
Marvel movies.
Favorite debatable.
Oh, we're gonna talk about
Uh,
it though. We're gonna talk
I
about
mean,
it because
I'm not
for
kind of
years-
sure
oh,
of Marvel,
Lumissa.
so I only know from Scott Pilgrim.
That's
Oh
all
yeah,
right.
she was in
And,
Scott Pilgrim.
and that the quartering and the quartering is obsessed.
Oh yeah, we're
with.
going to talk about the quartering also. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
he's
she
still
was
alive.
in. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, she was also in Kong Skull Island. But for years, ever since she said she only wanted female press on her press tour, she has been the source of YouTube clickbait forever. Whereas Brie Larson thumbnails became a genre of themselves among, like, culture YouTubers.
Especially from Ryan Kennel.
Ryan Kinnell, The Quartering, Nerdrotic, like Brie Larson had her own like if anyone's seen like the compilations like people made of Brie Larson thumbnails. And then, like, the funny thing happened. She kind of stopped talking about politics.
Yeah, because her agent told her to. Folks, we need to understand the first red flag about Brie Larson is not her feet. It's the fact that Brie Larson is not her name. Her
Is
full
it
name
name?
is Her full name is Brianne Sildoni de Saulniers.
Oh my gosh, Jewish.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
damn.
so is that that rolls off the tongue just nicely.
Exactly, and she had to change her name to Brie Larson because her real name wasn't going to get her the necessary connections in Hollywood. She hates her parents, like every good Hollywood celebrity should. As for the other guy, I don't know him from
Adam.
Ahmed. So best of luck to him in this role. Hopefully
Nice eyeshadow.
Yep, yeah, hopefully he knocks it out of the park. And I have high hopes for Super Mario Galaxy. I think just like in the 90s where it was Mario versus Sonic, Sega versus Nintendo, we're going to have Sega and Nintendo movies doing very well in the 2020s, folks, until inevitably one franchise goes completely off the rails. So it'll most likely be Sonic, because
They got 3 movies out of the way and a miniseries. Like, I can only imagine, like, unless like they really tried to Marvelize it, which probably isn't a good idea considering the state of Marvel. Like, they should probably like figure out an endpoint.
I think
they are
I
making.
think they were planning on making another miniseries based on Shadow.
Oh, of course, that's just money on the table. They got to do something with Shadow before.
And they're also going to make another mainline film.
Yeah.
And Sega's mindset has always been the same, folks, right? We're going to keep making them until it fails. That's always, even when it does fail, we'll just keep making more of them. But looking at this, Nintendo is going through somewhat of a regime change at the moment. Thankfully, it hasn't affected their movie division yet. But if this is going to turn into a franchise, then, of course, this is going to serve as a foundation for a greater success. All right? We all know Super Mario Galaxy. We all know that it's a much more expansive entity than other Super Mario games. And if it is going to be a multiversal story, I never like multiversal stories, but if it is going to be that way, if Nintendo can pull this off, the possibilities are endless. Donkey Kong film, Luigi film, Bowser film, Bowser Jr. film, Rosalina film, fucking Yoshi film, everything film,
yeah.
the Mushroom People
Speaking of
film.
which, I wonder if
a little
Yoshi will be in
strange
the-
for that too, but Yoshi.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'd be super pissed if they snub Yoshi again.
Yeah, because he was at the end of the last the movie. The last movie.
Oh yeah. There were some Yoshis, but they didn't have like any.
No,
like,
no.
they weren't
I mean,
important. They
with
were-
the egg, it was egg hash. It was Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yoshi, you heard him say it.
Well,
So-
guys, we need to
That didn't
understand.
Yeah, it did.
Well-
It was at the end credits, all the way at the end.
I have to look that up.
Well, guys, one thing is absolutely true, is that Nintendo will keep making this and milking this until it fails, right? But the concepts, I mean, the first Super Mario movie was basic and tame, and it worked incredibly well. Okay, so all they have to do is use that same mindset for this film, and they've got $1 billion. They can use that same mindset for a Donkey Kong film, for a Kirby film, for a Luigi film, a Bowser film, a Bowser Jr. film, a Yoshi film, a fucking mushroom film, because there are all those mushroom
Paramount
people
Plus
as well.
I just want my Star Fox film. I want a Star Fox film where Fox is
Yes.
just starting out, where he gathers the team, and that they all have to
Yo.
like stop Andross.
Well, when was the last time Star
I'd be up
Fox
for
got
that.
made into a game?
We
Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, the Wii U.
yeah. The franchise is not in a good place. Their last like appearance outside of Smash Ultimate was some crossover with some Ubisoft game nobody bought.
Then it probably won't get a film.
Skylanders? I think it was.
It was similar to
it was called
Skylanders.
Starlink, I
Yeah,
think.
Starlink. Yes, you're correct, Ass.
Oh.
But just to touch on what Dignified said regarding that this could be a major success, the only issue I have with that claim is the fact that casting Brie Larson in this movie was a horrible choice because there were so many better options that they could have went with. She doesn't have the pull that other celebrities do. She is basically what you call a franchise killer, because after she made herself known with Marvel, most people avoided the franchise. And then the other thing as well is that when you cast people as, I'd say, controversial as her, you immediately lose a lot of people. Because, for example, there's, Bolt Gun 2. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with a woman named Elena Pierce.
Oh, Disney knows her very well.
Yeah, I won't play the Dispatch game, which Dash has played, and it's and look, Dash loves the game, but I will not play Dispatch because she is a voice actress in that fucking game.
Oh, now guess what? She's a voice actress on Bolt Gun 2, and guess what? Her husband is working on the game.
Oh, I see how she got in.
Nepotism. That's what it was.
So it's like when you choose particular people, it's already a turn off for potential customers. Because I would have bought Dispatch, but when I saw the people involved in the project, I was like, yeah, my money could go somewhere else.
Well, I'll tell you this, folks. Right? No wonder so many guys want to become girls, because you can get fucked. You can fuck your way to the top as a woman. Huh? That's why there are so many.
That's how I got on the show.
See, look. Dash has a thing for that sort of thing. He's into that freaky shit, man. But I think we also need to understand that the landscape constantly shifts. Okay, now I've been doing this for a few months. My mentor has been doing this for a few years. And Damien, just call me Digny, like the Digny tribe. You know so many tribes living in Africa. You must also know of the Digny tribe. Okay. It is the year 2025. It is coming to an end. We are going to go into a new year and therefore a new landscape. And whether we like to admit it or not, there are far more egregious examples of franchise killers in this day and age than Brie Larson, namely Rachel Zegler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
She really is really worse than like Brie ever was.
Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, but that's my
sure.
point.
I'm not really sure if Ariana Grande is one, but Cynthia Erivo.
She looks like a fucking
Erivo
famine
definitely-
victim.
Yeah,
like,
Cynthia
I
Erivo
saw-
definitely is. Yes.
I saw Wicked 1 only because I liked the musical
Wait.
when I saw it like years and years ago. I'm probably not gonna see Wicked 2 just because of Cynthia Erivo, and the more I learn about her.
So,
Yeah.
guys, so nothing in chat is saying that we have ads or something?
What?
Yeah, ads are on.
Okay.
So during the live
was just
stream,
saying
though?
more. I'm-
Yeah, no, it's something that
Yeah.
YouTube has been doing. That I don't think people see ads on my stream, but I don't think I meet the
Well, I
requirements for it.
don't get a lot of super chats, so I have ads enabled on my stream. So I
Hey.
can just
We have a
Fair enough.
successful show. Our show is so successful that YouTube is running ads on it. Yay!
Well, it means
Fantastic.
we haven't broken any community guidelines.
For now. But yeah, it's good to see that we're getting ads on the show, and hopefully YouTube is shilling sex toys. Because well, thank you, Dragon Master.
You know they
Like,
are.
where's the blue chew?
Yeah,
Oh,
all
Let me
blue
see
chew.
what that is. Oh yeah, he's got the sad game controller.
Oh, don't worry,
Aw.
Dragon Master. We appreciate your donation, just like we appreciate the whole discourse surrounding this situation. I am in no doubt that this film will succeed. Okay, I just like I was in no doubt that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as a movie would succeed, and if they made a second Minecraft movie, as brain rotting as the first one was, it would get profit as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's in a sane world, that movie would not have made what it made.
But we don't live in
No.
the same world, Dash. Look at this panel.
That's
True.
absolutely
Yes.
true. To talk about the success thing, the issue is this: is that the bar for success is very low. Anything could become a success. As much as, for example, Assassin's Creed was slated to be a disaster, it still sold decently.
Oh
And
yes,
for studio, they can.
well, that was the Shadows project with the with the black samurai and the Korean bitch.
Yeah, so the problem at the end of the day is like the metrics for success nowadays are so low that anything can be a smash hit. So it's like whether or not it deserves that status is a very different story.
Well,
Yeah.
there are different quantifiable elements to succeeding in this day and age. For example, you can have good movies that don't make a profit, just like you have bad movies that do make a profit. I mean, an example of a good movie that didn't make a profit: Event Horizon.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
great movie. I didn't realize it was a bomb, but it was a great movie. I love
It was-
Sam Neill movies.
It was a complete financial disaster, and no one at the time was in favor of it because no one back then in the zeitgeist had ever heard of Warhammer 40k. Whereas the Minecraft movie, total dog shit brain rot film. I think we can all
Very much.
agree.
Yeah. I don't
What
have
a
to see it.
financial
I just see
triumph.
the memes, and I'm like, oh my god, people actually went to, chicken jockey.
Yep. But
No,
it made
Cooper
a
Buck is not-
but
is
it is
not
a
like that.
success, and the reason it is a success, and this is a side effect of the culture the West pontificates upon the world, is that if it makes money, it's good. If it doesn't make money, it's bad.
Yeah, true. But the other thing is also just brand recognition. A lot of people will just consume a product because names attached.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's why we never
Assassin's
get
Creed.
anything original anymore,
The
and we have
public-
this endless cycle of reboots. Lunas, I got it.
Sorry.
Well, I just want. I just
so
want
I'm
to-
gonna. Alright.
Well, go on then. Go on.
I was gonna say the public are a bunch of idiots, but they have wallets. So
Well, that's the
corporations realize this.
Well, that's the nature of the reality we live in, especially in America, land of the free, home of the brave. You want an alternative? We had one in the old Soviet Union, and it fell to fucking bits. Could you imagine if the Soviet Union was still around today? I don't think
And
America
why?
would be infested with Hassan Pikers. I really don't. I really don't. But I
Just
wish
like
this
the-
film
He'd be
all
taken out back in Old Yellard.
Oh,
by
damn.
Americans, yes. But the Galaxy, have you given your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I gave you some thoughts, but anyway, yeah, the about everything that's been going on with this, I at least with Brie, I'm kind of like torn a little bit because I mean I kind of don't like her acting in other movies or whatever, but the thing is she's not really like showing her face in the movie. It's just her voice, so it's not that big a deal for that. But
Oh, yeah.
And I know that Dash said that Rosalina is supposed to be like his goddess or whatever, so that she'd be pretty strong or whatever. But the trailer didn't really make it interesting to me for that part. It was just kind of dumb to me. But
Well, guys, do you know what would have been a bad casting choice for Rosalina? Gal Gadot.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have acting range,
yeah,
but Brie also doesn't have.
But
Mario, no!
Gal Gadot's voice.
Mario, no!
Yeah, it's her voice. I think she looks great as Wonder Woman, like physically, but like as a voice actress, I don't think she'd be good.
They should have done like they did with Darth Vader, where they had the man. You had David Ward Prowse as Darth Vader, and had what was his name? James Earl Jones as the voice. They should have had Gal Gadot as the actress, like the physical actress, and have her voiced over by a better voice.
Maybe.
I think the only positive the biggest positive I could say about Brie is that she is apparently a big Nintendo fan, so especially Mario Galaxy.
Apparently
from what I've heard,
really geeks out about Nintendo stuff. She's actually done collabs with Nintendo on advertising. This role has probably been in the books for at least 3 years.
Well, just wait, guys.
That's what I'm saying. That I think that she probably would use more of her emotion, as you could say, in the role, because she loves the
Galaxy. Just you wait. Just you wait until the Metroid project comes along.
Oh, she's not going to be in Metroid.
Oh yeah, they went double cast.
Why not?
Now I'm actually worried because I would have been fine with her as Samus. Now I'm actually worried.
Yeah, but
why not? She fixed the character archetype of Metroid.
Yeah, that too.
Plus, Nintendo don't have to find another...
If they make it live action, then
Oh yeah, they better make it live action.
If they make it live action, she may play Samus.
Yeah,
but
and it makes it easier, folks. I mean, if you can find the same person to play more than one role, it saves a heck of a lot of time. A lot of time is placed in Hollywood in casting. A lot of money, a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I think this is not going to damage the film at all, and I think this is going to be a huge financial success that all the kiddos will enjoy. Because, folks, there are kids alive who will watch Mario Galaxy who have never heard of Brie Larson. Okay, 5, 6, 7-year-olds. Okay, It's not 2019 anymore. 2019 called. It wants its content back.
I mean, like, I could see kids coming for Jack Black because of the Minecraft movie, but they're mainly coming for Mario.
Yeah.
Basically, the kids that will be watching the Mario movie will be going to watch the Scooby toilet movie or whatever it is.
Scooby toilet? I still don't get that whole thing.
Well, you're not supposed to get that, Dash. You're old. You're like 35 or something. I don't know.
But a little younger than that, but...
Well, this is the thing about younger generations. When you guys... Folks, if my father walked in now and saw this screen, he would be like, what the fuck is this? What are all these... not racial slur, but gay slur, doing on a screen? It's like... You guys look weird to the older generation, just like the younger people who watch Skibbity Toilet and the Minecraft movie, and you think they're weird. It's something that always happens between older and younger people. And in 10, 20 years, when those younger people grow up and the next generation come along, they'll be into even more crazier shit. That doesn't exist currently, and that will keep going. And that will keep going, Damien, until the world annihilates itself by nuclear fire.
I get that, but the thing is, I'm part of the younger generation as Gen Z, so I can find it weird.
I don't know.
But you're very mature for your generation, in my opinion.
That's all right.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what a chicken jockey is, but I do know what a steam machine is. And that's a great segue to
something
the next topic.
Chicken,
Yep.
chicken
Oh,
jockey
yeah,
is someone who
in
runs
Galaxy
much
shit,
like I do.
Melissa. The Galaxy's supposed to correct everyone. All right. Yep.
Don't worry.
The
What?
steam machine, otherwise known as the Gabecube.
Is that the Gabecube?
Yeah, game.
Yep,
Gabe
it's
Cube.
Gabecube.
Oh, the
It's
gay cube,
Gabe-
I guess you could
The
say.
Gabecube. Well, here's the Gabecube.
Well, that's
Right
just-
here with
it is
these
the Gabecube.
with these two. I saw people complaining
Yeah.
about this.
Yes,
No,
Queen.
that-
Yes,
I thought
Queen.
stupid, they should have just
Why
like
do they have a
different people.
guys? Scroll down, Dash, just ever so slightly. Scroll down. Why is there a banana on the fucking thing?
I think it's a reference to a
No,
Nintendo
I think-
meme.
I thought it was just trying to say like how about the
Size
size,
doesn't
it could be
matter?
like smaller than the banana.
Size comparison.
Yeah.
Well,
It-
I'm
Yeah,
it's
because it does
tiny.
say
Oh dear. I'm just gonna let everyone know because I know you're all eager to explode all over this. This is what the Xbox Series S. In fact, this is what the Xbox Series should have been 5 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right? Especially the Series S. Okay, stick a disk drive on top of this, and you've got an Xbox Series X. Quite simply, right? And the key element here, guys, because I'm going to provide context for this situation. The key element for this, which hasn't been talked about for any of the products, is price point. Now, Valve, which controls Steam, and Steam, which has made this machine and the controller and the VR getup, they're not like Microsoft, or they're not even like Sony in regards to being this megacorp that can take a massive financial hit on hardware. So that's why when Microsoft raised their prices after Nintendo, I was flabbergasted. This is a company that should make their products cheaper to appeal to a mass market. And I'm thinking, if this Steam machine is $500 on release, very unlikely. But if it is, I would buy this day one.
Same.
Buy it day one.
Yeah.
But I don't think that will be the case. The original Steam Deck, because one day they'll make a second version, like the base edition, 64 gigabytes, right? Storage was about $400. And of course, the ones with bigger storage cost a lot more. But there are two different options for this Steam machine, guys: 512 gigabytes and 2 terabytes. If they had made a 64 what's it called, gigabyte version, because you got an SD card, you can put in extra storage data. If they had made a more base edition, I think that could have been $500. But I think a more realistic target for the Steam machine is anywhere between $700 to $1,000 US.
Yeah, and for as on the SD card point, hopefully they don't make it like limited to SD Express like Nintendo did for the Switch 2, because it made like getting a 1 terabyte card impossible.
Well, I'll tell you this, guys. Thankfully, Steam is a lot more open about proprietary software than Nintendo. That's why they pride themselves upon that.
Yeah, they actually took a shot somewhere in the advertising where it said like you can do whatever you want with this. It's your computer.
Yeah, it's a sandbox.
Well, if you scroll down, because I want to look at what not the specs, but what the Steam machine plugins are.
Yeah.
If you scroll down a little, there you go,
Alright.
just a little more.
Plugins.
Those things. Okay, folks, and I find this very interesting because this is the perfect mix. As don't worry, Mexicans cut my grass too. This is the perfect mix.
It's not there. It's leaf blowing outside.
That's close enough.
Yeah,
as you can see,
They're not
folks,
Mexicans, I don't think. but
Right.
Okay.
use your Second Amendment right to get rid of it then. But looking at this, folks,
Duh.
right? This is the perfect hybrid of a console, like a digital console and a PC. And thankfully, it can also be used as a full-on PC too. So if this is priced at about $500, unlikely, but if it was, this would be the perfect entry-level PC for everyone. Literally.
Precisely.
Absolutely everyone would embrace this.
Yeah, well, we don't know if the normies will, but that's the wait to be seen.
Yeah, depending which games are compatible, I might actually be able to go through my backlog and play it on my 4K TV.
Well, that's the great thing about it, Dash, is that if you scroll down more to the specs, the Steam machine is purpose-built, designed based on the market research that Valve gained from all Steam users and their setups, their rigs. So what resolution do their players play at? What CPUs do they use? What GPUs do they use? What RAMs are utilized? What storage devices do they utilize? And they compiled that into an average, and this Steam machine is that average. That's why it's not as powerful as, say, as an Xbox Series X, but it's purpose-built to serve as the common denominator from all Steam users.
Well, Nintendo proves you don't need a powerful console to sell. You just need a good library.
And I think...
But what about my graphics?
Well, because the majority of PC users use 1080p. Well over 50%. About 10% use 1440p, and everything else is in the single digits. So people use a lot of different resolutions, folks. So this Steam machine, this Gabecube, is purpose-built for 1080p gaming. All right? It's not meant to be top of the line, guys. And I think, knowing Valve and knowing that their history of hardware hasn't been good for the most part, especially in their early years. But I think this Steam machine, this Gabecube, is purpose-built to play every Steam game available currently.
At least a good majority.
I mean,
of them.
I have a Valve Index, so I don't. It works for me, but I'm not really a tech nerd, so.
Well, then this is the perfect device for you. I mean, it's not just for gaming. Let's not forget, folks, this is as much a PC and a console as someone attacking
Galaxy
with a
mute.
leaf blower.
I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, unless that
I will
leaf
bomb
blower
your
is gonna
house,
inside
Galaxy,
you,
if
then-
you do that again.
What?
Your fucking leaf blower went insane.
Unless your
Well,
name
I-
is leaf blower on
It's
me,
flowing
yeah,
in your
it's gonna happen.
bedroom by any chance.
They're doing it right outside my room, outside the house, on the right outside.
Well,
Yes,
well,
unfortunately, we have to have the
Galaxy,
thing.
here's an idea. Why
I
don't
did try
you...
to mute myself while I was doing it until I had to
There you go.
speak.
Don't
But-
worry. We'll just edit that out, guys. We'll edit that out. Damien, you were saying?
Oh no! I was saying we get to hear what he's experiencing. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, we need to shoot whoever's using that leaf blower. That's what we need to do.
Well, I
well,
was. Can I say real quick about the Steam thing? Real quick.
Sure.
Okay. I was gonna say that obviously you can use the Steam for other this thing for other stuff like you were talking about because Steam itself has programs on there that are not gaming related. So
Yep.
that way
And
I
And
use
Valve-
one.
Well, Galaxy, Valve have already announced that you can use Steam OS on the Steam machine, and you can also configure the Steam machine for Windows, for Chrome, for Linux, for all widely available systems. And thank you to Ironcaster for $5 saying, this is the craziest announcement for Law Care Simulator. Well, thank you for that, Ironcaster.
Well, thanks,
it's been
man.
a while,
Yeah.
but we appreciate you. We appreciate all the folks who are here. Like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always welcome, and with your donations, we will buy the necessary hardware to destroy leaf blowers everywhere. So
well,
you were
good
saying,
news.
Guys,
Good news. They're all
I think
they're done outside now. So
Oh, good.
Oh, what was
Yeah.
that, Lamissa?
yeah, I'm gonna say
Alright.
after this topic, I'm gonna
You got to
leave
dip
because
out.
my dad watched me or something. My dad
Okay,
called
that's
me
all right.
months.
That's all right.
So
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We appreciate
course.
you, Lamissa, and just
Yeah.
like we
and I
appreciate
appreciate you
everyone.
guys, every one of you.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, and or about me, it's like there's the Xbox is dead with this.
Oh yeah. Oh, we haven't even touched the
No.
Xbox thing. Like Xbox has one foot in the grave. Oh, I should.
Yeah, 'cause of
by
the
the way,
Game Pass thing and all
I
that
should
stuff,
pull
too.
Phil Spencer's
Oh, the
tweet.
copium from him.
Yeah, it was like congratulations. When he's like, he's seething.
Well, guys, we don't need to talk about Xbox because this is an Xbox.
Yeah, everything's an Xbox now.
And this is the one thing I hate about what Xbox has become, because Microsoft had the potential to completely dominate all gaming, right? And every single attempt has been a failure. Every single,
They literally bought half the industry.
yeah, even from the start, Galaxy, right?
Mhm.
When they invested lots of resources into the original Xbox, they could have saved far more and made far more money by investing in PC gaming or investing in a partnership with Steam, which was a tiny company back in the fucking early 2000s. Okay,
Yeah.
they could have made bankrolling.
Yeah, I didn't know
Steam.
what Steam was till the late 2000s.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly, and don't forget, folks,
That's because it
Microsoft.
wasn't really Steam yet until a little while later, until around there, because they, because
Well, they really-
the
they
first
really-
game that Valve had was Half-Life, right? So that was the
Well-
first game they had.
Well, I'll tell you
Yeah.
this, Galaxy. Steam really got rolling in the mid 2000s, right?
Yeah.
And I know this because of Hypno, because Hypno has been a Steam user for over 20 years.
yeah.
So go on.
The first time I was like, I was very adamant not using Steam because I rather just have the game. First time getting Skyrim. Oh, and boot up Skyrim. First thing that boots up, Steam.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was the other thing. Like they started packaging Steam with physical PC hardware. That's what happened with Civ 5 for me. When I
Mhm.
got Civ 5, it got Steam on my computer, and the rest is history.
Well, you got to start off somewhere, and I am of the view that Xbox needs to bow out now. They need to, because they had their final chance was in reducing their prices and being the affordable console. All right, but no, they did the exact opposite. It's like you have literally fucked up every single time since
They
the
fucked-
foundation of Xbox nearly 25 years ago.
They fucked up Halo, they fucked up Game Pass, and now they fucked up their system.
People love the Xbox 360, and so do I, but let's not
Me.
forget the Red Ring of Death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got
One
plenty of
month.
those.
Yeah,
I had-
other than that, the 360 was really good. Though,
Oh yeah,
so.
360 was great catalog.
360.
But let's consider, folks, right? Only a company like Microsoft could have salvaged that situation. Sony could not, Nintendo could not. Sega was already dead by then, so they certainly could not.
Mhm.
So we have to consider the circumstances. If the Red Ring of Death happened in any other point in console gaming history, that would have been it. So I think it's not really talked about enough, but that you don't fuck that up and you don't build a console on how it looks. That's the one thing the Xbox One got right, is that it was built to last. I still have my Xbox One.
Yeah,
It-
I do.
It fucking
I
it
actually
heats up
bought
like
I bought a
Go
new
on.
Xbox One to recover my library because I have a
Yep.
big hard drive full of Xbox One games.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tell you, they're long lasting, man. The Xbox One generation lasted over a decade.
Yeah, my Xbox still works today. First one,
Oh.
but Xbox 360 had it for a month. Red
Oh,
Ring
this
of Death.
game,
That-
game is brutal.
Well,
It-
Dash, could you bring up an image of the Xbox Series X and put it alongside the Steam machine? Because I think people need to really. I don't know if you can do that, but
I'll see if I can find a picture.
but the contrasts between the two, it's like they were made by the same company. Honestly. The visual design is very, very similar.
As they say, nothing's new under the sun.
Oh, here's a good. Okay, I got a picture.
Good.
Yeah, I found one
Very
too. So if you haven't found
Excellent.
it,
Okay,
Excellent.
yeah, share this screen.
yeah, that's what I was seeing.
Well, actually, this one isn't fair because they zoomed in on the cube.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's-
like it's
that's-
the cube it's the size of that Xbox controller.
Well, it's understandable because you know what article writers and makers are like. But folks, let's go back in time. Let's go back 5 years. Okay.
The
Go back
design
5
is similar though, like very similar to it. That's why.
Yep, that's the point I'm going to make. Galaxy,
Yeah.
don't explode too early. Go back 5 years. You've got 2 Xboxes, the Series X and the Series S. Stick a fucking Xbox logo on that Steam machine, and you've got the Series S. One's for £500 or $500, and the other is for $400 because it doesn't have a disk drive. Xbox have arrived. Everyone would have bought the Series S, and they'd still have a future.
What's also like so funny is because PlayStation put all their games on Steam. Like you can play PlayStation games on this machine, and
Yeah.
what are they going to do? Delist those games?
Hey, that's why I pretty much said they're dead because of that earlier. They're just.
Do you know what Phil Spencer should do? He should contact Valve, and then because those front covers, they have different covers like black, white, or different brand covers. Microsoft should get like a brand cover saying this is an Xbox.
I'm going to read Phil's.
Go on.
tweet. I wanted to. Gaming has moved forward when players and developers have more ways to play and create, especially across open platforms. Expanding across access, PC, consoles, and handheld devices reflects a future built on choice, core values, and guided Xbox vision from the start. As one of the largest publishers on Steam, we welcome new options for players across gaming everywhere. Congrats on today's announcement.
Hold on,
You're just-
hold on.
you're
Did I
deceiving.
capture Phil's propensity for BS?
Yeah.
Wait, I just need to remember something. So Phil Spencer, the man who basically said if you banned on one platform, gaming platform, you should be banned from all of the others, is talking about choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, if Dash rather, if you scroll down slightly so we can see the Steam controller, the Steam controller looks like something Microsoft would make.
Yeah,
Well, they
it's a
fucked
nice
up
controller.
everything else. They might as well fuck up the Xbox controller too.
Now, the Xbox controller is the one thing they still have going for them.
Exactly. That's because it got changed early on in the Xbox's life cycle when the company was not run by retards. Let's face it. One more thing before we move on to the next topic. Is anyone here interested, considering most of the people here are VTubers who like to dance around, is anyone here interested in VR?
Nope.
It
Yes.
makes me nauseous.
Okay,
I've never
well,
really tried VR before.
Yeah, I
we'll
haven't
get-
tried VR.
Well, we'll get Loomis's perspective since she has a first-hand account. What do you make of Steam's VR attempt?
It actually works pretty good in contrast to Oculus. I had an Oculus Rift S before I bought a Valve Index. I'd say the Valve Index works a lot better.
Mhm.
Although being disabled, I can't give a comprehensive review. But as far as my webcam goes, and it worked pretty well for me when
Yeah,
I last used it.
The thing with me is the nausea. I've tried different VR headsets, and none of them really stop
It's
the
not for
nausea.
everyone. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I mean,
Yeah.
I was dizzy when I took it off after prolonged not using it for the first time. But you get used to it. Well, I mean, I got used to it. It's an acquired
It's acquired
balance,
thing.
I would say.
I mean, this announcement that Steam made was not just a one punch, not a 1-2 punch. This was a 1-2-3 punch, right? Okay,
It's a
the
combination.
one punch, yeah, it is a punch combo, Galaxy. You're exactly right. One punch is against Xbox, the other punch is against MetaQuest, and the third punch is I don't know. I guess they wanted to make a controller that could also be used as well, an all-in-one.
Well, I'd say this was also a punch against Nintendo. Considering, like, you know, they've been bricking like people's Switch 2s over like petty control, and and Steam says like, oh, you can do whatever you want. Wink, wink.
But if you scroll up slightly, Dash, I am interested whether I know it says coming in 2026, but I did see one time it say coming in early 2026. But I think they got rid of that.
It said that on the Steam machine.
Right. So this release is going
Probably
to
the
happen.
Oracle.
It's going to happen soon.
Yeah, so early 2026. And what do we mean by early, folks? Okay, you look at a
Probably
year.
March.
You look at a year, 12 months, early, first 3 to 4 months. So as Galaxy said,
January and April.
Yes. Okay. For everything else, let's say 2026 by Christmas. Let's just say that, because that is towards the end of every year. And Valve have made it clear that a Steam Deck 2 isn't on the cards for a while because it hasn't been long enough to justify another generational change. But you could argue that the Steam machine...
Yeah, this technically is a Steam Deck 2, technically.
Yeah, technically, right? So technically, this is a generational change. And maybe by the end of the decade, because, a console generation is 5 to 8 years, maybe by the end of the decade, we'll get a Steam Deck 2.
Well, I believe I read, there's synergy between the two devices. So you can have the games process on the Steam machine and then use the tablet through streaming.
Yes, and you can also use the Steam controller when playing on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So there's also with the Steam, they call it the Steam Frame for the VR system. But with the Steam Frame, you can also use it with the Steam machine, and I think you can also use it with the Steam Deck, and you can also use it independently of all the devices.
Oh, that might be my next VR set, actually. Why am I in my chair? What the heck?
Oh, your model's
over there.
I thought you fixed this on Halloween.
No, she's using emote to dance or something, I guess. And
this is Lumissa is just practicing when Atreus and Kada knock on our door. But in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a fantastic sign for the future of Valve and of Steam. A future that I don't see as being a very bright one, considering most of the people who made Valve what it is today are either old, dying, or dead. So the more innovations they can release, the better. And hopefully the Steam machine gets bundled with Half-Life 3, because these announcements came out of fucking nowhere. Hopefully that announcement will come out of fucking nowhere.
Well,
this didn't get leaked. No one had any idea this was being released. Any of it.
Yeah, they just shadow dropped it Wednesday morning.
I will say, Digny, your hope is endearing, but I don't think you can will Half-Life 3 into existence.
Oh man,
that's not going to happen, I don't think.
Just remake Half-Life 2, create a new story, and have Half-Life 3. Simple. Fucking simple.
Well, I think a fan already, I think it was a fan, remade Half-Life 1.
Yeah, Valve is really good at letting other people make fan stuff for Half-Life and kind of keep it alive. Even Portal, you have Portal fan projects and stuff, but really it is ridiculous that they ended Half-Life 2 on that massive cliffhanger and just never followed it.
No, because we need to consider, folks, that the idea of Valve doing this would be like if EA made a console, or Epic made a console, or heaven forbid Ubisoft made a fucking console. Okay? Because Valve, let's think about this now, folks. Valve before Steam, Valve was a games developer, right, and a games publisher. Most of Valve's, core members were disillusioned developers from other companies who gathered together because they wanted to create something revolutionary. And they did that with Half-Life, and they did it even more with Half-Life 2. And, the ball got rolling, but their ambitions got bigger. And Steam is the result of that ambition. And now here we are. Welcome to the Steam family of hardware, folks. In an age where hardware is supposed to be dying, Steam enter the arena.
Innovates. Yep.
Yeah, there's
So
possibility
And with
to
that,
looking
rebound
forward
racing.
to it. I think this really did shake things up when, both Sony and Xbox are dropping the ball. Xbox especially, but PlayStation on the game side is.
You know what's crazy, folks? The craziest thing about this is that the Gabecube is a box.
It's a tiny
Right?
So,
box.
It is the definition of an Xbox. And Lumissa, if you have to go, sweetheart, then
Yeah.
by all means,
Yeah, you
drop
can
out.
just
I
exit
just
out.
want to say, I just want to say farewell and thank you for having me on today. You guys are
sure.
amazing, and I appreciate every one of you.
Oh, thank you.
Likewise.
Yeah, thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye.
You too, Damien. I love your fanboy model. It is adorable.
Thank you.
Why don't you join right now if you got the time?
Moment for me to
Alright,
fly.
Oh, yeah, I'll send Lucid an invite. All right.
Bye.
Okay, so this is going to be a stream where there's 3 men I flirted with.
Well, it's not surprising, Damien. Welcome to the Cartoon Network, the only network show where you're allowed to be gay. But in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is fantastic. And I think moving forward, I want to see more of this from Steam, right? Because the great enemy of gaming is mobile gaming. Do you know what
I agree.
Do you guys
100%.
want to know where the money's at in gaming? It's in mobile gaming. If you're a financial whiz kid, you don't invest in Steam. You don't invest in Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo. You invest in mobile gaming platforms or in companies that have successful mobile games. Because everyone in this day and age has a goddamn phone.
Yep.
It's why I
And
felt
you
like. Oh, go ahead.
and you just need to implement like simple strategies to incentivize people engaging with the game. So, for example, if you look at something like Nikkei Goddess of Victory, they basically
Nikki got us
Nikkei.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically with them, it's that mobile game, and it's the most interesting gameplay imaginable. I'm being sarcastic when I say that.
Mhm.
But basically, if you don't engage with the game for a few days, they will actively give you free stuff. But the main draw point is you basically have attractive female characters dealing with enemies, and you just get to look at them from behind. And then you have crossovers that come from like Resident Evil, not Genshin Impact,
Devil May Cry.
Neon, Genesis. Exactly. There's a lot of those collabs that also happen. So if you have a mobile game and you can get collabs, you'll be making bank. Enough to make your own AAA video game.
Well, the
Yep.
ultimate,
Stellar
Damien,
Blade.
the ultimate mobile game, of course, is our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. With Raid, you can play the no. I've done ad reads. I've done ad reads for no one, and my mentor has done ad reads on Cancel This Podcast for Blue Chew, which is Viagra, and 1775 coffee, despite the fact that my mentor would rather, well, be boiled in acid than drink coffee. So,
I think
Yeah.
Blue Chew is Viagra for your teeth.
I
right?
just got a message from Lucid. He's at work and can't join the stream.
oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's
How
why
do
he
we
said he
solve-
wouldn't mind joining one day. He couldn't do it.
Well,
the other.
guys, how do we solve that problem? It's simple. We get Lucid fired.
wow.
So
Uh,
if Lucid is listening to this without headphones, we shout slurs very loud so that his employers hear. Then he gets
well,
He's
fired.
probably hearing in the headphones though.
The thing is,
then
he's
he gets
related
fired.
to his employers.
What?
Hey, maybe his employers actually listen to the show. Who knows?
Ah,
Maybe
good.
it's
No.
employers based.
Yes.
But that's the thing about the network, folks, is if you present us with a problem, we will find a goddamn solution, and you won't like it. But yeah. Damien, I didn't know what Nikki was, which is why I asked you what it was. Just like Galaxy has been playing this Terra game, and I'm like, what's that? What's that game again? Galaxy that you've completed? What was it called?
Terra Nigma.
Terra what?
I already said it. No.
Oh, come on, people. It's always funny.
Yeah, well, I've already completed it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You're going to bring it up, though. So.
What's wrong with you people? When something is fun once or funny once, it is funny all the time, okay? Just like Xbox crashing and burning. It's funny once, it's funny all the time. And we've hit the hour mark, so we can move on to the next topic. And the next
All right.
topic is something Japanese lovers will love a lot, but I don't like Japan. You wouldn't too if you faced a nation that got away with war crimes. What was the topic again? Dash, what was it called?
All right. Well, the name you gave the topic was Japan's red line against Western wokeness.
Yes, it is. And
Yeah,
folks,
so now they've got a right-wing prime minister. They are passing like laws to curtail like globalism in the country.
yep, great. I don't know what's more progressive, Japan bending the knee to the West or them having a woman leader. But
we
yes,
make an exception for her. We make an exception because she
looks like a man.
praised the mustache man.
Oh damn.
Oh,
that was a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah, no. In the younger days, she wrote a blog post basically praising him.
Damn.
Look, no, you say that, Galaxy, but most Japanese
Galaxy.
people are
I'd
fans
say
of him.
Oh, actually, yeah, there are. I mean, they were
What are you
allies.
saying,
Like
man?
there are,
Yeah.
there is like that is like everyone's seen that whole like the funny hat people fear the samurai.
Yeah,
Like everyone's seen that meme.
And we need to consider that the Japanese see nothing wrong with boiling body parts and then freezing them and boiling them again for medical research purposes at Unit 731. And their punishment for doing that? Nothing. That's Japan, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I will never give those fucking fuckers the benefit of the doubt. They are not sorry for anything they did 80 years ago. But courtesy of Otaku News Insider, quote, no interference in creative works, Japanese flag. Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, or METI for short, has proposed new policy guidelines to boost the global reach of anime, games, manga, film, and music while protecting creators' freedom. The plan emphasizes large-scale support, direct funding, and a firm commitment to respecting the creative vision of artists. METI hopes to expand Japan's content market overseas to 20 trillion yen, which is $130 billion. Japan has a massive inflation problem by 2033, giving creators the freedom to innovate and grow the industry internationally. You could call it, guys, a co-prosperity sphere.
It sometimes this message in a line is like, yeah, I'm happy to stop, people interfering with the work, but
sorry to interrupt you, Scene, but if you scroll up to that picture that came with the article up. There we go. That's down a little, just a little.
It looks like the Jeb Bush meme.
It's fantastic, folks. This is a marvelous propaganda headline. Japan wants zero Western interference in creative works. And the last time Japan had that mindset, we dropped 2 suns on them. I know it's not the popular thing to push, because I know a lot of people in our community, Dash being one of them, are very pro-Japan.
Oh
But
no, my sub count, it's going down.
every time Japan goes its own way, it gets kicked in the bollocks. Think about it. When they wanted to isolate and just do their own thing, what happened to them? They got fucked over.
You know,
When they tried to expand and build their own empire, what happened? They got fucked over.
Well,
Now
I mean,
they
like,
want-
I
Go
think
on.
we just kicked the empire's ass so much that they were forced to westernize.
Well, it wasn't a question of being forced, Dash. They literally got taken over and got turned into the America of Asia. And that's why, even today, guys, Japan can't have an actual military. They can have a self-defense force, but they can't have a bloody military.
Yeah, we take care of them. Like, it's part of our deal. Like, they basically, like, need us for their defense.
Yeah,
Well,
Otherwise,
no-
China would and North Korea would, like, gobble them up.
yeah,
They
it's
were able.
like, we take care of you so you don't fucking fight us again. But go ahead, Zine. Go on.
Well, I mean, back to before I got interrupted. I have something else new to say now. But it's like the whole comment before the pictures, like expanding, but also having zero Western influence. It's kind of somewhat of an oxymoron in some regard because there's going to be somewhat Western influence, but hopefully there is zero influence.
Well, that's the problem Japan faces, right? And I know as a British person, I wouldn't stand for a foreign country telling me, here's the shit you can do, here's the shit you can't do. That's why I feel sorry for the Japanese, because there's very little they can do on their own anymore. And I think this is good news. I think guaranteeing creative independence is a great thing. However, it is the foundation for something more. Because what if Western companies are like, no, you can't have creative independence. We want to dominate your markets and have your people eat up our slop. I want every Jap kid to say chicken jockey in their own language. And watch the toilet in Japanese. It's going to be a fucking weird toilet, I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, you do bring up a good point, because one of the things that happened earlier this year was the whole situation with Visa and MasterCard basically targeting anime. And I do know
manga.
that the Japanese are actively seeking a solution to that. But the problem is this, that if they want to release any anime in the US, the problem becomes this. Sony owns all of the dubbing companies.
That's why I don't do Crunchyroll. I don't support their monopoly, and they are interfering with projects. Like, just look what happened to One Punch Man.
Yes, One Punch. Like a lot of translations, like Lily, they caught red-handed by using AI garbage translations.
Well,
Not
this is
even-
what I want to bring up in regards to this topic, guys, because I know the majority of this panel is American, so they see things from an American perspective, okay? I am a Brit who now lives in Israel because I feel safer in Israel than in Britain. And we have a South African on the panel, okay? Yeah, it's that bad. It's that bad in the UK.
You should tell me if you see my CEO's son over there.
Oh, damn. But I will make it clear right now, folks. There has been this mindset going around that Japanese entertainment will save the day. I don't believe in that, because Japan has already bent the knee on more than one occasion to the West before. So based on that history, they will bend the knee eventually to the West again, okay? In a very similar way that the British did to the Americans after the Second World War, or what South Africa did in the 1990s when they had to change their system or just be blockaded until the end of fucking time. So this is the dark side of the Western world, and we'll get way into the dark side of it with the fourth topic about soap addiction, eating soap. It's like, what the fuck?
Bleats.
You
But
think
that-
she get white there when
That's
she
our
does
last
that?
topic. That's what we're building up to.
Yep,
People
and
eating
that's what
soap.
Because this is good news. However, the asterisk to that is Western culture has been poisoned, but it still dominates the world. So it's going to poison and infect everything that's connected to it. Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, the Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere. Europe, certainly infested Europe, Canada, all of America's allies. So that's why it's vital, folks, that we solve the problem inside the United States. Because if it can be solved in the if the poison can be cured in the USA, it can easily be cured everywhere else, thanks solely to the US's military, social, and cultural power. So there you go.
Now, I do want to ask this in regards to this, because I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with this. There is efforts within Japan to basically curate anime to be more appealing to the West in terms of like the standardization and sanitization. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, what now happens, yes, there's zero interference from the West. However, that interference then comes from inside.
Yeah, and there's also still the problem of localization, because like that, not only is it being interfered with like at home, they're interfering with it even more when it gets here. So it's like you're sanitizing an already sanitized product.
Well, I think sanitization is the wrong word, because that implies cleanup. I use the term poison because that is the effect of the cause. They're not sanitizing it, they're poisoning it. They're middlemen poisoning the well. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Okay?
Yeah, I actually have a prime example of the poisoning reaching a game on the Japanese side, and then we have Gun-Ho. So yeah, we translate this, properly, or it's like, no, because they already knew that it's already been poisoned on the Japanese side. I'm talking about Trolls in the Sky the first, and I can't. I'm playing through that whole game like, XC did so much a better job at translating the game, or just since I know the original script of like, there's so much they've left out, completely left out, as well as poison throughout the whole game. And the sad thing is, the Trails community has basically fallen, because they used to be like, don't mess with my Trails games. Oh, don't mess my Ys games. Basically, back prime example of that is like E7. Like, someone put a meme for one of me. It's like, you don't belong here. That Trails community, Ys community just went.
I mean, like, I saw like one of the localizers literally said, had a character ask another character their pronouns in one of the newer games.
Oh yeah, that's Daybreak 1.
Yeah. Well, here's a funny idea, folks. Let's just cut the middleman out and not translate games, and you can all fucking learn Japanese to play. How about this for Japan first?
Or
learn Japanese to play Japanese games. How about that?
Or Japan could use AI to translate it to English.
But then who controls the AI, Galaxy? That's the issue then.
Yeah, the AI could get poisoned.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Japan technically would control it because they used it. But
who's going to want to put the English into it?
Exactly. I guess maybe if they do it in-house using AI, and if the AI gets better.
That's what I meant.
But this is the thing we need to understand, folks. Right? This is the core crux of this topic. No culture is immune from this poison, right? Wokeness is a word for it, right? I don't like using that term. I call it what it is. I call it a poison. It's a disease, and it needs to be treated like it needs to be treated like a disease, and those who are infected by it need to be treated like diseased people.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, what was that, Damien?
I'm saying they could also be treated like dogs suffering from rabies. They need to be put down.
But thinking about it, there is no effective cure for this poison. Okay, there are some people who have walked away from it, who have embraced different values, but there's no one-size-fits-all cure for it. Okay? And that's the thing we need to understand. Once it infects people, especially younger people, there's no way to save them.
Oh,
It's
look at
it's like
this.
we're in The Walking Dead.
This is a great example from the that anime Nova Rama 1.5. Like, look, they censored that motorboat.
Of course they did. Censorship is a key aspect of the poison.
Motorboats are fun.
Oh, but here's the other side of the issue. The fact is, like with something like this, we do unfortunately have people within our sphere that take issue with any kind of titillation.
Oh yeah, the John De La Rosas, even though he was like gooning like to furry porn like 4 years ago.
That man will literally change his position to benefit himself, Dash,
Yeah,
just
the
like he
definition
would
of a
change his.
drifter.
And I think people need to understand in this instance that censorship is a means to an end. Okay, the effect is the same, even though the cause is different. Just like the causes of wokeness are different, but the effect is still the same. I don't focus on the causes, right? I focus on the effects of what this disgusting thing has achieved, because by focusing on the effects of the poison, you can easily find solutions to it. Otherwise, if you just focus on the causes, you're playing whack-a-mole with the problem, and you'll never solve it, which actually benefits a lot of people. If you think about it, in our world, why solve a problem when you can monetize a stopgap solution?
Oh, it's like my entire YouTube channel is built on complaining about this one thing. What if it gets solved? I have nothing to complain about.
Exactly.
Yeah, that will never happen to me because I don't like make my channel solely on like grievances, like, you know. But yeah, like there are some people who can't pivot in this community.
If you scroll down to those hands, I find that hands comment very very interesting. We'll see. Oh my goodness, you hit the nail right on the nose, didn't you, Envy? But it's just it's so sad that we have to go through this. It's so sad that we have to even endure a culture war, because a culture war is a psychological conflict. Human beings know how to deal with a physical conflict. We don't know how to deal with a psychological conflict. And that is why so many content creators, not just in our sphere, but goddamn everywhere, go nuts doing this. Because this is psychological warfare. Constantly. Never ending. So good luck.
So the one thing I do want to say this when it comes to obviously the culture war, the particular issue is that the one solution that we need to implement that never gets implemented is the mobilization. That just never happens on our side.
No, because
there's already tons of infighting. Like there's now, like, you know, everyone has their own agenda, and like, you know, and because of that, the left will consolidate, gain more power, and then like you'll start seeing wokeness rise again.
Mobilization, Damien, requires organization. And the left, the socialists and the communists, their best attribute is mobilization and organization, right?
Yep.
The most effective group at mobilizing people on the right isn't allowed to politically exist.
Because every time we get close to it, it's like, oh no, the woman don't want it. Oh no, the Jews don't want it.
Yep. Oh no, Atreus doesn't want it. He won't give me his hat, Dash. I just want his hat. You know I'm a fan of hats, Dash. Okay? I just want Atreus' hat.
You got the hat on right now. Like that hat. You like that hat too?
He wants a hat for his hat.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. But I think this is a step in the right direction. But Japan needs to organize. And it's going to be difficult for them to organize, especially considering Japan has the world's third biggest communist party.
The fact that the Communist Party has so much reach in Japan, despite like them being like literally just a shore away from a communist several communist nations,
Yeah, well, the original plan, Dash, after the Second World War, was to split Japan into four pieces. The North would go to the Soviets, the middle would go to the Americans, and some side pieces, some of the islands, would go to what was back then Republic of China, Taiwan, and Britain. But the British couldn't run their part. China was in a civil war, and the Americans didn't want the Soviets there, so the Americans just took the lot. So history is very important when understanding Japan. Above all other nations, okay, history is very important when studying the kingdom of Japan. And the reason they have such a powerful communist party is because of the fact that after the end of World War II, a lot of Japanese people wanted the emperor gone, and they wanted a communist state. And they still believe that to this day. Because how can you have a communist country in a kingdom? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Exactly.
Yeah. Well, they should do what they did here in America and just make communism a dirty word.
Well, they tried doing that, especially when the Americans ran Japan after World War II. But that's the price you pay for freedom and living in a democratic system, folks. Right? The price you pay for living in a democratic system where it's one person, one vote, is that people are allowed to vote for people who don't want democracy to exist in any way, shape, or form. And that's the price you pay for it. You want to live in a completely free society? Well, you're going to have to welcome people into your land who don't believe in freedom, who don't believe in democracy, who don't believe in the Constitution. Yeah, like New York or Minnesota, right? And that's why the concept of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is a high-minded ideal, but it doesn't work in practice because you can't give freedom to people who want to take your freedom away. It is an oxymoron.
Yeah,
Specifying moron.
I don't think the founders even imagined that like there'd be people who wouldn't want to be free.
Well, communism didn't exist then. Socialism didn't exist then. Those ideologies, Dash, were a consequence of the Industrial Revolution that didn't happen then. Back then, it was all agriculture-based. So that's no wonder the founders didn't realize it. They didn't know that America would move beyond farming.
Yeah, they didn't. They did not know how massive this country would get, or how.
No.
Yeah, that is all very, very true. And it's just because there like even now like there are things in the government that are just like archaic.
No, absolutely. We got to understand history is very important. When the founders freed the 13 colonies and formed the United States, most of the American mainland was Spanish, and then it was French. And then the Americans bought the French land and then kicked the Spanish and then kicked the Mexicans and then negotiated with fought a war with the British, then negotiated with the British.
Oh,
and
we
that's
bought
how
Florida and never paid for it.
That too. And also negotiated with the Russians to buy Alaska. They also conquered Hawaii and Guam and Puerto Rico and Cuba, and then they gave Cuba back. Then they conquered Haiti and gave Haiti back. Right? History is extremely important. And that is why
history definitely is.
What was that?
I'm saying history is important because one of the other things is the fact that with the founders or what the American identity is that you had to identify as an American, and there was no upholding of that standard, because now you don't have Americans, you have African Americans, Asian Americans.
Yeah.
There's always
the thing. That is
a prefix
so right.
identity.
They're so divided because there are people like who live in this country that don't give a damn about it. They just care about their little identities, whether it's their pride flags or their like racial nationalism. Like, it is like, like BLM, like all trans rights, all this stuff. Like that's what they care about. They don't care about like prosperity for all Americans. They just care about.
Dash, think about this. Think of the term African American, right?
Yeah.
And now think about the term African Japanese. Think about the term Latino Japanese. Do they
Yes,
make
sir.
any sense? Hispanic.
No.
We are going to represent the Hispanic Japanese community.
Just a way of dividing people more.
Well, it
Divide
makes
and
sense in
conquer.
America because of like
No,
our
that's the beauty.
our
No, Dash,
immigration culture.
Dash, that's the beauty of it. It doesn't make fucking sense. It only makes sense in America. And my father just called me. So, Dash, keep an eye on the cartoons and don't fiddle with Damien.
Oh, please do,
I'm
but in
pretty sure he
private.
doesn't fiddle with me. That's I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I'm more of the problem.
Okay, so yeah, Disney's away now, so
Yep,
continue
yep.
on. So we
Yeah,
got,
I think this is a great conversation. I do hope that Japan starts taking the all these wokeness more seriously and stops it, because there are people are pushing wokeness in Japan itself, and they need to get a hold of that.
mhm.
Yeah, they need to stop root it out at the root
Yeah.
before it truly takes root.
Yeah, the problem is it just feels like they're so slow. It's like they're not
Well-
keeping up with the backlash it has here.
Well, we
Yeah, no,
can
but the
say-
thing,
I was gonna,
but
I
the
was gonna say
same.
real quick.
No, you can speak.
Yeah, just say one thing real quick. The with that there's Square Enix is doing it right now, so it's like already pretty much
Yeah, good point.
having a good a positive impact on that.
Yeah,
on that
Damien,
company
what were
now.
you gonna say?
I was going to say, when it comes to Japan, they're always like 10 years behind everything
Yeah,
in terms of talking politics.
Well, then they're fucked.
Yeah, pretty
yeah,
much.
because 10 years ago it was 2016 when this shit really started, to 2015, 2014. It's debatable, but it was literally the middle of the 2010s when SJWism flourished.
Do you know, folks, why? Because this is part of the topic at hand. Japan wants zero Western interference in creative works, right? It's not going to end with that. It's going to end with Japan wants zero Western interference. Do you know why in the West today we don't have a population crisis? It's because of open borders. I know open borders are bad. I'm the first person to say open borders are bad. The only good thing about open borders is that it delays the inevitable in regards to the population crisis, which is probably one of, if not the biggest crises facing humanity at the moment, that we don't have an answer.
And it's being pushed. There is a depopulation agenda, like I said on a different stream. There are rich people that think if they promote certain things, certain stuff, that they can get less people to have children.
Well, that's why, Dash, you've got certain politicians in Japan saying we need open borders, we need more immigration, because they know it's the solution to the population crisis. Because Japan, South Korea, especially, they're going to be the first to really feel the population crisis. Didn't the Japanese lose 1 million people last year?
I still don't understand what causes Japan's population decline. Is it the work culture?
No. It's not
Multiple things.
Yeah, it is multiple. It is multiple things, but this is why I call this problem, Dash, the ultimate problem. Okay, because there is no one reason for this. Japan didn't have a population problem when it was an empire. It did not have a population problem when it was an isolationist kingdom. It only started to have a population problem, and by problem I mean decline, when it became a wealthy, industrialized society. So around the 1970s and 80s.
Quick question.
Yep.
With all of the population decline that happens, sorry if I look weird, I'm busy.
No, it's all right.
maneuvering.
It's all right. Everyone on this panel looks weird. Take it away.
Yeah. So my question would be, with all of this constantly happening, it's as soon as a society reaches a certain age in its development, it starts to go into a decline. What I've noticed myself when this happens, now I'm answering my question, is that when the society reaches a certain level of development, particular priorities or needs wash away.
Yep.
So if we go to the Roman Empire, like during its heyday and a bit earlier, is that there were certain things that people needed to do in order to make the society functional. And then once they reached that heyday, but after it, people didn't know what to do with themselves. And so they were like, all right, let's just do whatever we want to. There's no need to adhere to traditions and follow what used to be our duties. And so then you start having the cascading effect of just everything going to shit.
Yep. And that is repeated across every single civilization in human history. And what do they all have in common? When a civilization embraces decadence and corruption, it dies. Doesn't matter how strong it is, doesn't matter how stable it is. And you know when the populations started to decline in the West? Late 60s, early 70s.
Oh, the 60s. Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when, like, you know,
Feminism.
Yep.
Yeah.
Abortion, feminism, homosexual
Hippies.
rights, black rights, everything. All the social changes we take for granted today could be a reason for the population crisis, which creates a scary choice, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Far
I'm-
leftism was like really active in the 60s.
I'm willing
Oh,
to
yeah.
make the choice.
Well, yes, you do, but you're a contradiction in terms. You and the intellectual degenerate, literal contradictions in terms. You want to solve the top population crisis and get backshotted by Atreus. It's very weird. It's very weird.
Oh, no,
But-
Damien likes some white.
Oh,
I
good.
can multitask.
Oh,
Ew. Just ew. You do realize Africa still has an AIDS problem. But in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, this is an interesting topic, but the potential is a massive topic. Okay? It's like the AI topic. It's so big it could carry more than one show. And someone has no, it's not someone, it's me. Microsoft Defender is telling me everything's all right, which probably means I've been hacked. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the final topic, because this really is the crescendo of everything wrong with Western civilization. Okay?
all right. Here he goes. This is the one Digny has been wanting to talk about, like, since the show started.
I'm not. Well, Dash, I just want to let everyone know I'm not anti-Western, okay? I'm not anti-American, I'm not anti-Japanese, I'm not anti-British, okay? But let's make one thing quite clear, right? The Soviet Union had many problems. A population crisis wasn't one of them. China had a population crisis problem because
Like
they made a political choice. Go ahead, Damien.
I was about to be like the Holodomor. Well, wouldn't we call that a population crisis?
No, because they recovered.
Oh, damn,
I
I'm
didn't
learning
say-
a lot about history in this episode.
Yeah, I didn't say it was good, Damien. I just said...
Oh, no. I was just making a joke.
Yeah,
All
it's all right. It's actually
we're
quite... It is easier, though, Dash. Sorry to interrupt you. It is easier, though, to recover your population if you scare your entire population with the threat of death. Go ahead, Dash.
Okay, we're going to play the video, The Most Strange Addictions Ever.
I really love stinging myself with bees. I sting myself on my hip, my elbow, on a finger, my ankle, my forehead, on the tip of my nose.
I'm Tempest. I'm 19 years old. I'm in college, and I'm addicted to eating laundry detergent and soap.
Oh,
Hell.
Ugh.
My name is
I
Jennifer.
think that's poison.
I'm addicted to eating mattresses.
Y'all, this is poison, basically.
I like my mattress plain and straight up. I know mayonnaise, butter, none of that. There's like a hard texture, like my taste buds to go, kind of like a guitar.
My name is Heather. I'm 43, mom of 2 beautiful children, and I'm addicted to drinking paint. As it's going down your throat, it feels very nice and warm, almost like a thicker version of warm milk, but obviously it's got that very strong chemical taste to it.
My name is Gloria. I'm 28 years old,
Oh, the
and my
worst is
addiction
last.
is bleach. I love bleach a lot. I ain't gonna say I love it more than I love myself, but I do love bleach.
Okay,
ladies and
I just need to.
Yeah,
I just
what's
need
that?
to make this comment. I'm
Sure.
surprised that Addiction 1, Addictor 1, and 4 didn't get lighter at any point.
No. Unfortunately, we can't all live in a dream world where using enough soap changes your race or using enough bleach changes your race. But I will point out right here, right now, folks. Yes, all of the examples were of women, and most of them, or the majority of them, were of blacks. But we are not making a racial or a sexual statement here. The statement
Certainly
here
not.
is the statement here is Western culture is poisonous, regardless of race and regardless of sex.
I mean, like, you had that middle-aged Southern white woman, so clearly, like, it spans beyond races.
Okay, we'll ask Galaxy Red first. What do you think of Westerners stinging themselves with bees, eating and drinking soap and detergent, eating mattresses? Scroll up. Drinking paint or smelling and bathing in bleach?
I think they're all idiots. I guess you can say, because shouldn't be doing that. But I mean,
Why not?
Yeah.
What's wrong with drinking paint?
well, a lot of it's poisonous for your body. So
Well, she's still alive, isn't she?
I guess, yeah. But that doesn't mean
Oh.
it's good for you.
I know it sounds crazy, me defending someone drinking paint, but understand we're in 2025. You literally have to, in a culture war, justify why you shouldn't drink paint, why you shouldn't eat mattresses, why you shouldn't eat and drink soap and laundry detergent, and why you shouldn't sting yourself with bees or bathe
it's
and
common
smell
sense,
bleach.
though. So it's common sense not to do that stuff. And
Yeah, it basically, yeah, it is common sense. You're
Don't
not.
don't take that for granted. You literally, that is the reason why we are here, because you're taking that for granted. Common sense should not be in the zeitgeist. In fact, common sense isn't in the zeitgeist. This fucking example is living proof of that. You have to tell me, guys, each one of you, why these things are not good. Otherwise, they'll keep happening and more people will do it, especially if they get likes and views and donations off of it. If there's an incentive to do it, people will do it.
True.
So we're going to start off. Sorry, Damien. We're going to start off with you. Dash, you're going to have a second chance to answer, so we'll give you that. What do you make of all this, and what's your argument against it?
Well, I don't argue against people killing themselves. If you want to do it, go for it.
Oh, damn. Hey, should we clip that? Oh, shit.
That's
Yeah,
all
we
right.
do not advocate for that.
No, it's
No.
a joke. It's a joke.
Okay,
We're
yeah.
literally arguing against it, folks. That's the whole point of this exercise. Okay.
So the thing is, with the context of the video, I will say this. Most of the people claiming that they have these addictions don't actually have them. For example, the chick that says she eats mattresses, she's way too fat to be living off mattresses. So what tended to happen with these kind of shows is that people would literally audition to feature on the episode. So majority of the people that appear here, more likely than not, they just failing this for the attention. I'm not sure if you guys remember the MTV like family swap thing, and there was this white lady. She was very religious, and she was like super Christian, like overboard with it. And the thing is with this woman, she appeared as a very religious woman. Few years later, she was seen at a pride event celebrating the gays. So a lot of this is just performative, and unfortunately, the gender disparity also gives it away, because a lot of women do what they do for social recognition. So if you can pretend to have an addiction, if you can pretend to be anything in the world for attention, a woman is more likely than not to do it. So
We call this Melody Mac syndrome.
don't
Dash,
get me started on Mac.
What would Dash? In order to become a celebrity, would you drink paint in public?
Hell no.
Why not? Aren't you a grifter?
Yeah, but I got this sexy cat pod for that.
You had to say yeah, but
You should have said
What?
no to that.
you just said yeah. You're a grifter.
I am sometimes a little bit too honest. I will admit that, but but yeah.
No,
no,
we all
like,
know Dash. We all know what Dash wants to do when he grows up. Dash wants to be a stripper.
Oh, he can come strip for me.
Ah, he's already stripping.
There we go.
just gonna
Dash,
jiggle
I
him
would.
for a bit.
Dash, I would get Damien tested because South Africa isn't exactly a clean nation.
So I got tested this year and I was negative.
Good.
Oh damn!
Literally, it's a massive problem in Africa. That's why
I know.
make the
I
point.
know.
But if it is performative, then that's terrifying. The repercussions of this can be devastating because you know how impressionable people can be, especially younger viewers.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, maybe they won't sting themselves with bees because that does legitimately hurt. Okay, but
Someone
there's
could
a
be
reason.
allergic and die.
Exactly, and that's a big danger, Zine. But the thing about, say, eating soap or laundry detergent is that it doesn't have immediate effects, which is why in adverts for it, it's like keep it away from children because they eat it. They see candy, they eat it. The effects are not immediate, but they're fucking devastating. Even if it takes a while.
Poison. It just takes a while to get through your system.
Exactly. And that big bitch eating the mattresses, don't eat it too much, otherwise you won't have a mattress to lay on. Okay?
Or
She has enough
that's just
cushioning.
something
Yeah.
use the bathroom anymore.
She could be her own mattress with.
Yeah, indeed. As for drinking paint, I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
And
that's chemicals.
As for the bleach addict, I never realized Uncle Ruckus had a daughter.
God.
So we're gonna ask Zine. Zine, what do you make of all this?
Yeah, it's somewhat very similar. Demion here this is just an ad trying to get more impress more people to actually do this stuff. Then the people, I'm like, yeah, it's just basically an ad pushing an agenda, basically, how I see it, for people to actually do this stuff and basically kind of game in themselves.
Well, those people are putting the lives of everyone who is watching on the line by doing this, because we know how effective propaganda can be. Dash, what do you make of all this?
Yeah, so this is a consequence of just the TMZ, TikTok, and Instagram, in this case, like culture of just, this is the brain rot of like society. People doing like really dumb shit and like, that can be possibly dangerous. Wasn't there like a TikTok trend that was actually killing people?
Yes.
I forget what it was called.
It was the trend of three people, and the middle, they all jump, but the middle person jumps, and the two other people beside them trip them over and bash your head in and die.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Are you talking about the tripod one?
Oh,
No.
yes, the tripod. That was it. Yes.
I wasn't
the
talking
Tide
about
Pods.
that, but that was also another example of people eating Tide Pods and poisoning themselves. I wish the internet stopped figuring out my ways of getting rid of certain groups. I'm running out of ideas at the moment. The one with the three people was very effective, man. I can't believe that got leaked out. Yeah, because it was always effective, Dash. Because head trauma almost always kills people. Even if it doesn't kill people, it just makes them retards, so they're already dead.
But now, if they already are retards,
no, when they get when it happens to them, their head injury retardation.
Damien's asking if they're already retarded when they get the injury.
Oh, well, then they're dead. Obviously. But Galaxy had to step away, technical things, that sort of thing. But from my perspective, This is trash TV, the evolution of trash TV for social media. There's nothing social about social media, and it only reinforces my narrative argument that the Western world is poisonous, especially in the last decade. What we are living in is tantamount to a boiling frog scenario, but we're not boiling in water, we're boiling in acid.
I will add this. I think one of the reasons why this happens is because society let go of one of its more powerful tools, and that's shame.
Yes,
Yep.
people have no shame. And you know, those tools have devolved where what used to be ostracism is now cancellation.
Yep.
So in a sense, even mechanisms to protect civilization have been poisoned. Okay, and we must also consider that the rule of law is not applied equally, where Damien could do something bad and get locked away, but if Damien had lots of connections and lots of money and lots of influence, he'd get off scot-free. That's not an example of the rule of law. That's one rule for you and one rule for me. You can't build a sane society off of that premise, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why it's very important to highlight the problem, find solutions, and be the change you want to see. Because the people are an institution. They don't realize they're an institution, but they are. They're an institution as important as government and as important as civil society. You can't have it. What was that?
It's why they keep trying to divide us over and over and over.
Exactly.
Yep.
Look at the government shutdown. Look at the government divided. Couldn't
They
do fuck
literally
all.
were going to starve people just for petty political reasons.
Yes. It's amazing how similar the US was to the, or is rather, to the USSR. It's like, oh, you don't like our politics? We'll just starve you. We'll starve you by the millions. And they don't care. Why should they care? You're peons on a fucking chess table. And so am I.
But Dickney, I do have to disagree with the starving part. Have you not seen some of the people that are complaining about the EBTs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. Like,
They don't even look like they're starving.
Well, Damien, you have to consider that obese people feel hunger because they're not used to it far more dangerously than someone who is used to a famine. So those people would probably eat each other. And I'm not kidding.
But the thing is, we would be reducing the problematic population in America then.
Yes, we would be reducing the problematic population in America by putting them down because they won't be eating each other. They'll be eating us.
But the thing is, they're going to start with the people that taste the closest to chicken.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, man, putting you two together was a mistake.
I told you.
think-
I told
no,
you.
no.
Are you sure? I asked
Dad's
you.
His dad's gonna lose his channel.
I was worried about you, like, I don't know, about you being too gay and then Dignity going, ugh, or Galaxy going, ugh, and then, like, I didn't think, like, you guys would be plotting some sort of,
Hey, Damien, do you want to get the intellectual degenerate here, and then we can really turn up the volume on this party? Hmm?
I could go get him. I really could, you know.
No. Dash is uncomfortable enough. Okay,
oh,
okay.
man. I'm
But
laughing my ass off of who you're getting.
Look, we
Imagine
appreciate.
two of me. You know.
Oh, boy.
I can, and Dash is loving that idea. But thinking about it, this whole situation is just a symptom of a wider problem. And you can't solve a problem without calling it out, right? That's the foundation. The only way to solve the problem is to identify it. And then to solve the problem, you usually have to do the opposite of the problem. That's the easiest thing to do. So the problem is crazy people with strange addictions, right? What's the solution? Mental institutions. Now be the change you want to see. All a mental institution is a medical prison. Okay? So just build more prisons and put them all in there.
Bring the
Simple.
asylums back.
Yeah.
Bringing the silence back.
I wouldn't call them asylums because when you use that term, people are like, well, what's an asylum? Call them what they are. Medical prisons. That
Medical
way.
morgues?
What was that?
I said medical morgues.
Well,
Morgues.
they'll ultimately become that. That can be the DLC element because we all end up there. But Americans know how to lock people up, right? It has one of the world's biggest populations of prisoners, okay? So just tell the private prisons, make medical prisons, and stick all the crazy people in them. Simple. Cut some military funding and stick all the lunatics back into the asylum. And send Nancy Pelosi there while you're doing it. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we like to keep the show at about 2 hours, so we're going to have this section for future plans. If you haven't already, folks, like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always welcome. Thank you to the near dozen people who have been in and out of today's show. We appreciate you all, and we also appreciate everyone for their donations. Donations go a long way. The more donations this show gets, the more likely Dash will be able to retire and pursue his passion of being a stripper. So on that note, ladies and
Furry
gentlemen,
stripper.
Yeah. Yes.
I want people to embrace who they are, Zine. And I especially Dash, because he's got a lot of potential. He just needs more confidence in himself. And that's what I'm trying to provide him. I know I'm going to pay the price for it eventually. I know it's going to happen. But I want him to have more confidence.
Oh, you
to
should
be
see
a better
how
man.
I was before I became Dash Attack. Like, you know, I had so much low self-esteem, man. It was, but you know, this really changed my life.
Mm. And with the network's help, we can help it change you for the better. Hopefully we don't blow it up. Thank you to Dragon Master for the nearly $1 donation of another super sticker. What was that super sticker again, Dan?
Oh, let's see. This super sticker is a giant, like emoji face with its mouth wide open. I've never seen this one before.
Is Dragon Master's profile picture of a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
That emoji.
Oh, you guys should play Yu-Gi-Oh together.
Oh, damn.
I need to have the tournament next year.
I'll try and relearn the rules and understand the overly complicated member because, you know, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh boomer. I was there with the original cards.
Hey, guys.
I've told you this before. We do the original cards.
Oh, we are doing the original. Yeah. Based.
I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh because Atreus doesn't like it.
Nice.
So that's my
Despite
reason.
him.
Yeah. Where's the dark magician when you need him? But on that note, Dash, you can get rid of this now. If you want.
That's true. I forgot it was even still there. So yeah.
Oh, Digny, go check your DMs quickly.
Oh, geez. What did you
Okay,
say?
that's not a fucking red flag at all. It's like, hey, Digny, check your DMs. Like, what am I going to see? A giant cock or something?
I don't do that. I more show ass than anything else.
Okay, Dash, what are your future plans?
Tonight, I'm going to be playing Halo 2 with Camelot. I'm not even kidding. At 9 o'clock.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
know.
did see you mention before that you were going to be playing with him, but I wasn't sure what game you were going to be playing.
Yeah. I got invited. Paris from Dragon Cast has a connection, you know, and he invited me to play Halo fucking 2, one of my favorite games. Like, oh yeah, I am so pumped for this stream. It's happening around 9. I think multiple people are going to be streaming it. I know Karis is streaming it. I'm streaming it. So like, whoever you want to see, like, stream. But yeah, it's Master Chief Collection.
So you're streaming with Chris Pratt?
No, Camelot. You know,
Yeah,
the
Chris Pratt.
racer and big YouTuber.
Yeah, he looks
Wow,
like
that's the opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Chris is into a lot of weird. I mean, Camelot is into a lot of. Look, he looks like Chris Pratt to me. Okay, that's why I call him that. But
Yeah,
I just
anyway,
wanted to,
here's the link to the stream if anyone's interested.
I just wanted to share my my screen. I just wanted to share my screen real quick because there's something very interesting here that I wanted to showcase.
Is this
Oh,
the, is this the Damien TM?
No, it's not what
Okay.
Damien sent me.
Okay.
I'm not showing that publicly.
Oh,
Okay.
oh damn.
Yeah, I don't swing that way, Damien. But
Oh, you know,
Oh,
we
damn
may
it,
want to
damn it.
allow you.
You were supposed to behave, man. You were. I
Hey,
told you he was a problem.
I have not done anything yet.
You know, before
Okay,
before we do this, Zine may want to have his out. so he
yes,
can do his
Zine,
stream.
tell folks where they can find you, then start your own show.
Yeah, just
Yeah, and I guess in the next few minutes, I'll be starting my stream. I'm playing Total Annihilation RTS. No, RTS game that came out in 1997.
hey, make him so.
Well, so what happened? He got banned for what?
No, he was permanently banned from the platform, so no channel return. He can't be on anyone's shows. The fucking lot. Final
Damn.
verdict: 40K subs. Never had a channel terminated before. All that sort of stuff.
Okay.
YouTube just wipes out another creator.
Other than that, see.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Zine. Hopefully you have a great show, and best of luck to you.
Yeah, you too, and everyone else here. And goodbye.
Bye.
Chat.
It's,
Bye,
just,
Zine.
it's just yet another example, ladies and gentlemen, of a deplatformed creator. And, you know, Odyssey doesn't get the love they deserve, especially when a group of people try to wipe them out through a lawsuit. And the great thing about Odyssey is if you stream there, you can download the streams at 1080p, which would do wonders for the fucking network, because then I don't have to release videos at 480p.
Yeah, Odyssey never really took off, like, and it is like overlooked. And you know,
But
maybe it's time people reevaluate Odyssey. I know I have one. I have to remember the login credentials, but I do have a abandoned Odyssey account.
Well, Odyssey, the reason it didn't shine, Dash, is that it got a lawsuit to try and kill it as a platform. And it's only in the last few months since that lawsuit came to an end that Odyssey was allowed to have a social media presence. While the lawsuit was going on, they weren't allowed to essentially be on other platforms outside of their own. So there you go.
That's interesting.
Yep. I think it might have been Google that sued them. Thinking about it.
Oh, geez, no ulterior motive there.
No. It's Odyssey's a great platform, criminally underrated. But Galaxy, what are your future plans?
Well, yeah. Tomorrow I'm playing Breath of Fire, so that's going to be the
Nice.
retro Saturday stream. And as I've probably said this before, but it's a hack of Breath of Fire. It's not the original. The hack is called War of the Goddess, which is based on the manga of the game that came out.
Are you allowed to play hack games?
Yes, you can play hacking.
It's legal, just unless it's in a Nintendo game, then they'll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a third party game though. So
Yeah, it's Capcom.
Yeah, so
Old Capcom game, abandoned franchise that they're never going to revive because they hate the weebs.
it was their.
Or you can play hack
It was their
games
first
that
RPG too, so
people
it should have
loved
been.
Come on, guys. Don't you want Resident Evil 10?
No.
Oh yeah, where another first person like scripted like hallway sim.
But
That's
thank
what
you for
Resident
that.
Evil is now. You don't get to shoot monsters in the face.
No.
You just walk, and I am not looking forward to 9 because of how terrible the marketing is.
You get chased by a woman with giant tits. But was there anything else, Galaxy Red?
Oh, that I didn't mind.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
Yeah. No.
Anything else?
Yeah. Well, like I normally have, I'll have my schedule up for next week on Sunday. So. That's it.
Good. So, what about you, Damien? What are your future plans, sweetheart?
My future plans with, given the time that we're finishing, which is 12 a.m. for me, I won't be doing my regular scheduled stream. I might go and stream Fortnite and beat myself up over it. And then I'll be doing my normal streams on Saturday and Sunday, Dragon Age and Hollow Knight. And that's about it. I also have a YouTube channel if anyone's interested, where I do a lot of videos criticizing people. It's a fun time.
There's a link in there for it. I will actually, like, no, it's just like it's hyperlinked, but I don't have like a raw link.
Yeah, no, if you want to find me, and if you want to find me, just search my name. I am at least easy to get.
Yeah, there's no one like Damien. He is a trooper, especially in a groupie. But what about you, Dash? What are your future plans?
Oh, you got me already.
Oh, have I? Oh.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
first.
you did. You did, yeah.
Yeah, you did him
all right.
first.
Well, folks, as for my future plans, expect more videos, expect more network shows tomorrow. Starkcast, Tony Stark of Iron, has joined the network, so a Starkcast episode will be going live Saturday, tomorrow, midnight UK, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a good 3-hour talk. Hopefully my back will be strong enough to endure a 3-hour talk. We got 5 topics in 3 hours, so that should give us plenty of time. I'll probably take Sunday off because I have been going all out in this November. November's been a crazy month so far. We've started off very well. Then we had a good taste of channel suppression for a few days. Then we recovered straight back the next day. And then today we lost 4 subs out of fucking nowhere. Right? I was making a fucking thumbnail for the first video of today. Right? We had 220. And then in 10 fucking minutes, we lose 4 people.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, YouTube.
Yeah, I know YouTube
Serious.
does that a lot. They
They
like
do.
get
And
rid of
that
subs.
will grow, and then they'll just take the subs, like, you know,
Yeah.
and
And you might get them back in a week.
Or in a month.
Or a
depending on
And
what-
YouTube's crazy like that. It's always been like this.
Bloody ridiculous. But we're going to press on forward, folks. In fact, so far this November, we've done very, very well. I'm just going to share my screen for the final time. In fact, November has been our best month so far in terms of viewership and watch time. Not in terms of subscriber growth because of YouTube shenanigans, but I tell you, folks, this is incredible for a 200 subbed channel, right? Especially this. Especially that. You guys see that?
Uh-huh.
That is really good metrics, man. That is like...
Oh,
it's
that. Okay.
unbelievable.
Yeah, okay. I was
It's
wondering what you're talking
absolutely...
about.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
absolutely... This was at fucking 1,010, but they took 13 views off. Cunts. But yeah, this is our stats for November. And look, if we can repeat that for the rest of the month, that's 15,000 views in a month. Fucking nuts. Absolutely insane. But yeah,
That's
we appreciate...
pretty good for a channel just starting out.
I know. I remember when my mentor first started out, and he didn't get 15,000 views in a month until he had 2,500 subs. It's nuts. It's unbelievable. But it's thanks to all of you fine folks and fellow creators. The network helps each other. The network has succeeded far more than reality-based ever could, and we're going to accelerate forward. We literally now have have set up a show a day. Literally every single day there will be a network show from next week onwards. So you've got Helzo's show on Monday, Cancel This Podcast on Tuesday, Big Knee System Crash on Wednesday, Reigns and Rejects on Thursday, Cancel This Podcast again Thursday night. You have this show on Friday, Stark show on Saturday, and Triton show on Sunday. Wonderful. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching the 11th Is it the 11th
It's the
episode? Dash?
11th.
Must be episode-
The
episode
11th
11.
episode of Old White Road. Why is it called that? Because Dash likes them old, white, and on the road. And so does Damien, too.
Yeah, and so does especially Damien.
Yeah.
I prefer them white and preferably in a home.
Yeah, because you can steal their money. But and if you haven't already, like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always welcome. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, bye for now.
Bye.
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 Okay.